Strange question perhaps, but do you remember the story of Chicken Little? So if not, do a quick Google search and then come on back. I'm sitting here on the floor getting ready for story time today. Welcome back to story time. So one day, Chicken Little sees something out of place and assumes the worst. Panicked, he screams to his neighbors in the small town of Okie Oaks, saying, "The sky is falling! The sky is falling!" And the neighbors panicked. But then, eventually, nothing happened, and things were normal. And the townspeople began to question his judgment. So we're going to fast forward to a year later when he sees something else that seems out of place. But this time, it really was something urgent. But because of the error in his judgment before, when he panicked and got everybody all out of sorts, nobody believed him. And my name is Aria. This is Psychic Salem Therapist. I am a psychotherapist in Massachusetts as well as a professional psychic medium. And the reason for today's story time is a consistent thread of urgent and warning, or something big is going to happen on January 11th. Just hearing that tone can get us pretty worked up. There's a lot of hyperbolic statements. And I get it. You want views. Hyperbole gets views. But it's also triggering the trauma response in a lot of viewers for something that hasn't happened and may not happen. And for accounts that are predicated on being spiritually based, it's actually promoting panic and fear, which are, ironically, low vibration. And I'm not saying that we only can focus on the positive, because if you looked at a lot of my past videos, you'll see that I've unequivocally stated that I actually don't believe in doing so. I don't focus positive or negative, I focus neutral. So I believe in discernment and responsibility. Part of the discernment lies with the viewer, because it is our due diligence to question any content that we see. However, part of the discernment lies as well with the creator of the content. So let's say that we are a creator, a psychic medium channel. And let's assume they're the real deal. They're not a fraud. They really do get good messages from the other side, and they have some ability to predict or speak with the spirit world, okay? Because even the best psychics and channels have to be discerning about the information that they're downloading. It's extremely easy to misinterpret psychic information, psychic impression. And so any psychic needs to be mindful of this. Every single person, psychic or not, has their own lens, the way that they see the world, the lens through which they see the world. And if we don't question that lens, especially when we're downloading psychic information, well, that information may be very well skewed towards our individual predilection. Let's look at this another way. So if you've ever been witness to an accident of any kind, a car accident or something that happened really, really quickly, but there were other eyewitnesses, there's usually a bit of incongruence with the narrative. Some people thought they saw one thing, other people thought they saw something else. Well, that's because we see things through our individual lens. We're all primed to see different things. So we're not all going to interpret the same incident in the same way. Well, this happened with the way that we interpret psychic information as well. So I'm not denying that something strange is happening. I'm also not questioning the authenticity of the psychics who are getting the downloads. What I am questioning is their lens. Because if you're looking for the sky to fall, well, any information that comes through will likely be congruent with that. So ultimately, if you want to follow a chicken little content creator, that is totally up to you. But how will you know if or when they have a valid download that you need to pay attention to if they're always yelling, "The sky is falling! Warning!" As always, I'd love to see or read questions, comments, respectful challenges. Hope you have a great day. Take care.